Is a servant and a leader of the community. An African Canadian born in a small village called Kigasa, Masaka, Uganda. He is a husband and a father, and they joined the Militant Church family on April the 1st, 2022, and he is thrilled about the vision of the Lord has given to us. A Christ-centered church growing outward, growing younger. He is a Christian man with a heart given to serving all people, and he is an avid Bible scholar and a teacher. Like a burger, showing other burgers where to find bread. He is enthusiastic about inviting people and cultivating a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2024 African Descent Humanitarian Award recipient. Please get on your feet and put your hands together for Pastor Eddie Jumba! Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up! Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up!
You may be seated. Thank you, MC Bongo. I was given 3 minutes to say something, and I want to make sure that I actually use 3 minutes. I'm going to share those 3 minutes with a video. The video is 1 minute, then I'll speak for 2 minutes. Is the video ready? So if the video is not ready, because I want to make sure I spend only the time that was given, please do get the video ready as I say what I need to say in the first 2 minutes. On my personal behalf and on behalf of my wife and my children, I have many children, so biological and spiritual. I see many of them in the building there, that's right, there are many of them, and I belong to a very big family. So on behalf of all those voices, I want to extend a very heartfelt thank you to the organizers and the founding members of African Descent Ontario. I don't know how much you know about African Descent Ontario, or African Descent in general. But in 2015, and I'm gonna draw your attention to this microphone right now, just 2 minutes. In 2015, the United Nations recognized and found it necessary to set apart 10 years where there will be a focus for people of African descent. That focus was to make sure that there's recognition of the contributions of people of African descent. The second reason was to make sure that there is justice. And the third reason was development. Now, people like my beloved people, I really love Mr. and Mrs. Lima. They're very dear to my heart. They caught on to what the UN had done, and they said they are going to participate to bring closer that vision to you and I. And I want to start by thanking them. That's why we clap for Mr. and Mrs. Lima and the team that has put together African Descent Ontario. But the real reason I'm standing here is to accept or to receive this award. The award says Humanitarian Award. I want to receive this with all humility, and I want to acknowledge all the other humanitarian people or humanitarian-hearted people in the audience. I see many of them. Even this award, part of why I'm receiving it is because of the work we did together with so many people that are in this room. I want to end by encouraging all of you with something that I learned the hard way. When you do humanitarian work, I feel like I'm competing with a lot of noise, and I want to tell you something about listening. Listening is the best gift you can ever give to anyone. Listening is the best gift you can ever give to someone. So I want to pause there to just encourage you to give me that gift for the next 60 seconds. This is my message to all of you that are doing humanitarian work, and I learned it the hard way. When you do humanitarian work, one of the realities is that you are not able to attend to everyone. You're not able to attend to everyone. We live in a world where there are so many problems. We call them contemporary social problems in social work, so many. And sometimes you feel crippled. You feel you cannot make a difference because of the magnitude of the problem. But I want to encourage all of you that are in humanitarian work that it doesn't matter how big the problem is. It matters that you have done something. To that one person that you help, you definitely make a difference. We have the video ready now. This video summarizes everything I want to leave with you. Okay, the video is supposed to have sound, but looks like there's a sound issue. I'll tell you the story. You can let it play. I'll just tell the story. A story is told of a young boy, such as the one you see in the video. One day he was at the sea, and the wind had blown. How many of you know starfish? All right, so many people know starfish. The wind had blown so heavily, and so much starfish had been on the lake shore. Now, when this young boy saw the starfish, he figured if nobody puts them back in the ocean, they're going to die because they don't live outside of the water. So that's what he started doing. One at a time, he would pick the starfish and put it in the water. Now, this old man, with his wisdom, he looks at the young boy and he says, "Little man, what do you think you're doing?" The boy says to him that, "Well, I am putting starfish back in the water so that they don't die." Now, the man in his wisdom and with all the problems that he knows about as an old man, he says to the young boy that, "What makes you think you're going to make a difference? Don't you see how many starfish are out of the water?" The boy respectfully listened to the old man. He bowed down, he picked one more starfish, and he put it back in the water, and he stands and he says to the man that, "To that one starfish, I have made a difference." I want to encourage you, don't be crippled because of the size of the problem. I learned a very hard lesson as every day for the last, 9 months, when people slept at the church, I had to get in my car and drive home, knowing that I'm leaving some people outside of the church because I knew that it was full inside the church. It was a very difficult journey home, knowing that there are some people that I really wanted to help, but I didn't have the means to help. And there's a problem with that psychologically. It's called moral injury. That dilemma of choosing who do you leave to die, who do you help? Because you're limited with resources. But I want to encourage you, to that one person that you help, you make a difference. God bless you.
This up as much as I can so that I